Hello, hello, and welcome back to Pass Fail, America's most pedantic game show. I am your host slash teacher, because it's also sort of a Zoom class, but it's mostly a game show. But I'm your host, teacher Jack, and I'm doing good. Um, we have three contested students today. Joining us for the first time are Colby. Say hi, Colby.
Hello.
Jackie.
Hi.
And Julie, who has been here once before. How is everybody doing? We all good? We all vibing?
So sick.
Good. I'm so glad to hear it. So it's a Zoom class, but it's also a game show, which means we have prizes, but we don't have physical prizes because, and I'm not paying for the shipping. So what our contestants are competing for is they get to change my profile picture on all forms of social media for one whole week. That is Twitter, that is Instagram, that is Facebook, that is places where my friends follow me, where my family follows me. If Colby wins tonight, the picture is going to be. And now just talk us through here real quick.
So that's the department head of the program that Jack used to be a part of at Pace, which I still have the lovely fortune of being a part of, as we all struggle together.
Good.
And she's pointing a gun because fuck you.
I will say this is the second picture that I've ever received where it's a member of the Pace University faculty pointing a gun directly at the camera. I think that's a really fun stat. If Jackie wins this week, this is going to be my profile picture.
So I didn't understand the rules. I thought you wanted a picture, like my profile picture. I'm just realizing now I would have submitted a bagel. So I didn't get it. I didn't put it together. I apologize and I'm embarrassed.
That's okay. That's so good. And if Julie wins this week, it's going to be.
Yeah.
Also a picture of me. That's also a picture of me.
That's good. I asked Julie earlier if this was a cat that she knew personally or if this was just a cat from the internet, which is just a really uncomfortable way to phrase that question, I think. So, it's a game show. It's not just good chat, though we have some fun chat. There are also some categories and some questions. The categories this week are going to be Beyonce songs, but not really, where all of the answers are going to be Beyonce songs, but none of the questions will be about Beyonce or her music. Chicken or the egg, where I'm going to give you two historical events, and you tell me which came first. Gotta Grab My Bowl, which is just trivia questions about cereal. We're on episode 18. No Tricks Here, which is just around where there are no tricks here. We just asked some fun questions that's going to be themed around sports. There's What's in a Name, where I ask you about two historical figures that share a last name. You tell me who they are. One of each of these historical figures will be Prime Minister of the United Kingdom, but the recent ones. And finally, Within 10, which is a numbers guessing round that's themed around reptiles. So, Colby, your name comes first in the alphabet. Where do you want to go?
I'm down for chicken or the egg.
Great. So let's do chicken or the egg, where I'm going to give you two historical events, and you tell me which came first. For example, the invention of the can or of the can opener. Yeah, Colby?
I feel like it has to be the can.
It is, in fact, the can.
Okay.
It is the can. Now,
scared me.
Which came first? The release of Rapper's Delight, often cited as the first successful hip-hop song, or the release of Funky Town, said to be the last successful disco song? So which came first, the birth of rap or the death of disco? Colby?
I think it's Funky Town.
It is, in fact, Rapper's Delight. Rapper's Delight came first. Funky Town came out a few months after, in the period where everyone said disco was dead, but it had one last little hit, and that was Funky Town, the greatest song ever written. This one's a recent event. Which came first, Amy Klobuchar dropping out of the Democratic primary or Pete Buttigieg dropping out of the Democratic primary? Yeah, Jules?
I don't know, but I want to say Amy.
You would be wrong about that. Amy held in there for some reason, despite polling
Really?
the numbers that she polled. And Pete Buttigieg dropped out first, though within a day of each other. Now, which came first, the eruption of Mount Vesuvius or the death of Julius Caesar? Yes, Jackie?
Julius Caesar.
It was, in fact, the death of Julius Caesar. And finally in this round, which came first, the birth of Oscar Wilde or the beginning of the American Civil War? Colby?
Oscar Wilde.
It would, in fact, be the birth of Oscar Wilde. Points there. So, at the end of that, Colby has 2 points, Jackie has 1 point, and Julie has no points, but it's still anybody's game. Jackie, your name comes next in the alphabet. Where do you want to go?
Beyonce.
Great. So I'm going to ask you I'm going to ask you 5 questions that aren't about Beyonce, but all of the answers will be Beyonce songs. For example, what video game franchise stars John 117, also called Master Chief?
7-Eleven.
It is not 7-Eleven. You are going to have to just raise your hand before that. Say, the chat is exploding right now, I'm sure. Colby?
It's Halo. It's Halo.
It is, in fact, Halo. Halo, I'm asking about. Next question. What did the members of the G7 do? This one, I believe, is an early hit. I don't know the exact chronology of Beyonce's hits, but I believe this one's early. Colby?
The members of the G7 are crazy in love.
They are not crazy in love, but that's a good one. It's a good song. One of my favorites.
I feel like Halo's the only earlier song I know.
It would not be Halo because we did just do that one. Jackie?
See, I don't know the answer, but I don't know anything about a G7. All I know is like a G6. That's all that's in my head. Beyonce, so.
That is also a song. The G7 is a group of world leaders. So what they do is they run the world. They run the world. They run the world. I know. The most annoying show on Twitch. Alexander Graham Bell wanted people to say ahoy hoy when they used which invention? Colby?
Telephone.
It is, in fact, the telephone. The telephone. Now, Queen Elizabeth I, Jane Austen, and Emma Watson are all famous examples of what? Yeah, Julie?
Single ladies!
They are all, in fact, single ladies. All famously single ladies.
That's probably the only point I'm going to get tonight, so.
Final question of a song that, bluntly, I'd never heard of before we were doing this category. What are the 2 symbols used in tic-tac-toe? Jackie?
XO.
It is, in fact, the song XO, which I genuinely had never heard before in my life. So, at the end of that, Colby's got 4 points, Jackie's got 2 points, and Julie has 1 point. Still anybody's game. Julie, where do you want to go next?
Gotta grab my bowl.
Great. So I'm just this one. There's no game. I'm just asking you some trivia questions about cereal. What were cornflakes originally invented for? I love how quickly your hand went up, Colby. What were cornflakes invented for?
Stave off masturbation.
It was, in fact, to discourage masturbation. The idea was that the cornflakes would be the most boring cereal in the world, and that you wouldn't be so overstimulated.
It was for mental patients too.
Yeah, and then he eventually decided it could be breakfast cereal.
And then like the guy from
you know too many facts about this, Colby.
The guy from Kellogg's was in the mental hospital, and he was like, "I should also steal this idea," or Post. Maybe it was the opposite.
I think Kellogg's was the guy who invented them.
Stole the idea.
Anyway, next question. Of the original marshmallows in a bowl of Lucky Charms, which is the only one still used today? Julie?
A rainbow?
It is not the rainbow. The rainbow was introduced later on. All of the original marshmallows were just one color. Jackie?
Horseshoe.
It is not the horseshoe. Colby?
Is it the shamrock?
It is not the shamrock, though there was, because now it's the hat. It used to be just a shamrock. Julie?
Oh, I was going to say shamrock, so.
Jackie?
Isn't there a little cloud?
I don't know if there's a cloud. It's not the answer to this question, but I don't know. Colby?
The moon.
It is not the moon, though I believe that was the first one introduced after the original batch. I only know this because I had to look it up for the show. It was, in fact... Oh, Colby, final guess? Oh, Colby?
The store?
It is not. Jackie?
Well, I know there's hearts and stars.
It is the pink heart. So Jackie, I'm
Really?
going to give you the point there. Yes, the pink heart.
Wow.
Based on his uniform, what rank would Cap'n Crunch actually be? Colby?
God, is he a corporal?
He's not a corporal, but it is
Damn it.
Julie? Julie?
Admiral?
It is not Admiral. Jackie?
Sergeant.
It is not Sergeant. I'm going to jump ahead. Oh, Julie?
Captain?
It is not Captain. That'd be such a good bluff. That would be so funny. No. It is, in fact, Commander because of the lines on his uniform. Someone looked this up.
I never would have guessed that.
Commander Crunch.
Another fun fact that according to a commercial, Cap'n Crunch's IQ is 200, which is a perfect score.
Good for him.
Now, what is the name of the discontinued fourth member of Snap, Crackle, and Pop? This was real, and I'm not making this up. Yeah, Julie?
I just want to say, like, Rice. Like, he's the...
He's the boring. They all get Snap, Crackle, and Pop, and he's Rice.
Yeah.
Jackie?
Sizzle.
Ooh, that's a good guess. It is not. Colby?
I'm going either, like, Crunch.
Okay, I'm gonna say what it is now. It is POW. Snap, Crackle, Pop, and POW, used in some of the very earliest ads, and for some reason, they got rid of them. And final question in this category, within one, so we'll all get a chance to guess. How many colors of Fruit Loops are there currently? Jackie?
I was busy counting.
Okay, Colby? Also counting. Julie?
I'm going to say 6.
All right, 6.
I'm gonna say 5.
5. Jackie?
I'll go 7.
7. I will say it is, in fact, 8. So, Jackie, you're going to be the only one to get a point there.
Oh.
So, at the end of that, Julie has 1 point, Jackie has 4 points, and Colby has 5. Julie, where do you want to go next?
Oh, I get to choose again?
Yeah, because you have the least amount.
Because I'm a loser.
Yeah. Just bottom half.
I know. I don't like no tricks here, but let's do it anyway.
Great. No tricks here. Just going to ask some simple questions about sports, and there are no tricks here. Just some simple questions about sports. Just things that we all know. Like, for example, who was the first black athlete to play on a Major League Baseball team? Jackie?
Jackie Robinson.
It is not Jackie Robinson. Jackie Robinson is the first player to play on a Major League Baseball team after a ban was instated, but there was one player who played on a baseball team before there was a ban of black athletes. And his name, I don't expect anyone to get this, is Moses Fleetwood Walker.
No, I was about to say that. I swear to God.
Were you going to say that?
Yes, I really
That's
was
crazy.
about to say that. I was about to guess that because that's the only, 1860s black baseball player I know.
That's crazy. I'm sorry. You're in the lead, so you're okay. But
I should have said it.
what do they call soccer in the United Kingdom? Jackie?
Football.
It is, in fact, football. Football, the answer is. What did the 1980 U.S. hockey team get after beating the USSR in the Miracle on Ice at the Olympics? Colby?
Silver.
Not silver. Jackie?
A trip to Disney.
I don't know if they got a trip to Disney. I don't know if hockey has the same deals that football does. I know the 84 American athletes would get trips to Disney. And I don't know why I know that off the top of my head. Julie?
A trophy.
They did not. They eventually won a gold medal, but what they got at the end of that game was to advance to the next round. It was not a final. It was not a final game, as is often believed.
I thought it was a trick.
According to sports fans, where's Jimmy Hoffa? Colby?
I know this one. Wait, maybe I don't know this one. Is he under Giant Stadium?
Some do believe him to be underneath Giant Stadium. What a weird set of knowledge you've brought to this game.
I'm fucked up.
And final question, what do they call soccer in Australia? Julie?
I wanted to say football, and then the Bobby came into my head.
They do not.
So pick your poison.
It is. I will tell you, it is neither football or the Barbie. Colby?
I think it's soccer.
They do, in fact, call it soccer.
No tricks here.
No tricks here. Just asking you a simple question about that. So, Jackie, where do you want to go next?
What's in a name?
Great. So I'm going to ask you about two people. One of them is going to be one of the 5 previous prime ministers of the United Kingdom, so all in the 21st century. You might know some of them. You might know some of them. You'll be surprised. All right, and you're going to have to tell me what their last name is, and you get a bonus point if you can tell me what both of their first names are. So, for example, one is the current prime minister in the United Kingdom, who in May made headlines for catching COVID-19, making him unable to smell what this American wrestler turned actor is cooking. Colby?
Johnson, Dwayne, and Boris.
It is, in fact, Johnson, Dwayne, and Boris. Boris and Dwayne The Rock. In 2010, he became the Prime Minister of the UK, and in 2010, his movie Avatar became the highest-grossing film of all time. Looking for a director's last name or a Prime Minister's last name. Colby?
I'm saying Cameron, but James for both.
It is Cameron, I'll give you that, but it is David Cameron and James Cameron, director of Avatar. Some people are maybe recognizing these names. This Prime Minister of the UK spent his youth acting in plays, and she spent her youth playing Regan in The Exorcist. Regan? I haven't seen The Exorcist. The girl in The Exorcist. Anybody know the actress from The Exorcist? I'll give you a point for that. Their last name that they share is Blair. Blair. Tony Blair. I'm asking about. She had to resign recently after failing to negotiate a Brexit deal, and he had to break up his band after the death of lead singer Freddie Mercury. Colby?
John Lennon.
Which one is that for?
I think it could go either way.
I will tell you.
John and Yoko.
It is not John and Yoko Lennon, but I will jump ahead because we're not going to get this. It is May, Teresa and Brian May. Brian May, the guitarist of Queen. Some people will know these names. One made a deal with Tony Blair to not challenge each other's leadership, and the other made the Da Vinci Code. This one's the last one, so it's okay that it's hard. Yeah, Colby?
Margaret Thatcher.
No, it is not.
She's the only other one I know.
I know. I didn't pick Thatcher because I couldn't find another famous person named Thatcher who wasn't related to Margaret Thatcher. It is in fact Brown, Gordon Brown, and Dan Brown, author of the Da Vinci Code. These are not unheard of people, I swear. So, final bit of the show. Colby, where do you want to take us?
Well, don't we gotta go within 10?
Yeah, but I need to hear you say it. I can't do it unless you...
Within 10 reptiles.
I play by vampire rules where you have to let me into the category before I can open it. So, within 10 reptiles. This is going to be a numbers guessing round. Everybody's going to get to guess, and as long as you get within 10, you're going to get a point. And all the questions are going to be themed around reptiles. For example, how many teeth does a crocodile have? Jackie?
54.
54. Julie?
100.
100. Colby?
55.
55. Someone's playing the prices right here. No one gets a point, I will tell you. The answer is, in fact, 80.
Oh.
80. This one, I'll tell you just now, a little bit higher. How old is Jonathan, the giant tortoise who holds the record for the oldest living land animal? Jackie?
120.
120?
Wait, I lied.
Okay.
200.
200. Colby?
I want to go like 230.
230. Julie?
190.
190. I will say that most of us went a little too high there, except for Julie, who was within 10. He is, in fact, 183. So, Julie, you're going to get the point. Good for him. Good for him. This one, even bigger, I'll let you know. In pounds, how large was the biggest Komodo dragon ever weighed? The biggest of the big lizards. I did a report on them in the first grade, and it was very transformative. What do you call events that are defining to you as a person? That. Anyway, Colby.
Formative.
Formative. No points, but thank you. Colby?
You're welcome.
I'm going 183 again.
183?
Yeah.
Even when I told you it was higher this time?
184.
All right, Jackie?
I don't really know what a Komodo dragon looks like.
Just a big lizard. Just a big guy. One more time.
600.
All right, and Julie?
300.
300. I will say Julie is the closest, but not within 10. The answer is 366. This one smaller, it'll be more reasonably guessable numbers. According to the Pet Industry Joint Advisory Council, what is the ideal temperature for a woodland lizard?
Oh, I used to work at PetSmart.
Come on, where do they thrive?
I got the insider knowledge.
Okay. Anybody want to take a guess out loud with their words? Yeah, Jackie?
90
90?
degrees.
No, I got that. Julie?
50.
50? Colby?
I'm saying 78.
78. I will let you know this one is a range, so you could have gone high or low. But 70 to 80 degrees is what is preferred. So Colby, you're going to need a point. Jackie, you're going to need a point. Julie, unfortunately, no point. And final question in this round: within 1,000. So it's gonna. I'll let you know that it's in the 1,000s, and as long as you get within 1,000, you'll get a point. How many species of snake are there estimated to be? I wish I could juggle. Julie?
2,000?
2,000? Jackie?
38,000.
One more time?
38,000.
38,000. And Colby?
18,000.
18,000. I will let you know that it is, in fact, 3,000. So, Julie, you're going to get a point there. Truly sweeping the guessing about reptiles category this evening. So, now at that, we jump ahead to our final round, where all of our contestants are going to take out a piece of paper and a thing to write on that piece of paper with. They are going to have 60 seconds to write as many correct answers as they can in the following category. This week, I would like them to name as many Nobel laureates in literature as they can. These are authors, not books. Just name some famous authors of the last 100 years. You'll hit a couple, I promise. Your time starts now. It's both my dog and grandmother's birthday, and pretend I said those names in the other order. So this week, I'm just going to do happy birthday on the kazoo. There's like 15 more seconds. 5 more seconds. All right. Now that that's over with, time's up, hands up, eyes up. Julie, how many Nobel laureates did you write down?
My mind went blank, so all I got is Maya Angelou.
No, sorry.
Fine, I guess.
Jackie,
Whatever.
how many do you have? Don't give me names yet, just number.
5.
5. Colby, how many do you have?
I have 8, but there's no fucking way, like, there.
All right, well, let's find out if this is the case. Jackie, who are your 5?
J.K. Rowling,
Nope.
John Green,
Nope.
Jane Austen,
Nope.
William Shakespeare,
Nope.
Suzanne Collins.
Is that the Hunger Games? No, it is not Suzanne Collins. Sorry. So, Colby, what do you got?
My 8 are bad too.
I want to hear them, though.
So number 1, Maya Angelou.
All right, no.
Number 2, Dr. Seuss.
No.
Number 3, Kendrick Lamar. Did he win a Nobel Prize?
He won a Pulitzer Prize.
Damn.
That was the album.
So no.
No.
Number 4, Tennessee Williams.
No.
Yeah, I don't know. Number whatever, Toni Morrison.
Yes, Toni Morrison was one.
Yay! The next one, James Baldwin.
No.
I
I know.
don't even know if he's an author.
He is.
Jules Verne.
Predates it just a little bit.
And the last one I wrote was Obama.
No, not Obama, but he's got a Peace Prize. Some ones that you may have missed that that you may recognize: Albert Camus, Bob Dylan, Ernest Hemingway, Eugene O'Neill, George Bernard Shaw, Harold Pinter, John Steinbeck for some reason, Pablo Neruda, Samuel Beckett, T.S. Eliot, Sinclair Lewis, William Faulkner, and Winston Churchill are the names that stick out to me as ones I've heard of. Yes, Julie?
What's the difference between a Pulitzer and a whatever this is?
They're two different groups. The Pulitzers are given for individual works, whereas the Nobels are given for a lifetime of work.
Oh, that makes
Yeah.
more sense.
Yeah. So, at the end of that, Julie comes in last with 3 points. Jackie, a very formidable 6. But our winner tonight with 12 whole points is Colby. Congratulations. Thank you, Colby. Thank you to all of our contestants tonight. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a great rest of your night, and I will see you next week.